What's good, people? I'm Relevant TV. Let's get straight into it, viewers. Has the AR9 still got a situation with AR in prison? Now, first of all, I'm going to say to the internet, with AR in prison, Nines could rest a bit better. And the reason I say that, viewers, subscribers, because if anybody out there know anything about AR, and I'm talking about man on the road, if they know anything about AR, they know AR is not going to look for the third party. He's not going to look for the third person. He's going directly to the person themselves, which is why I say Nines could rest better while AR is in prison. And that's a fact. The only way I can explain to some of you internet guys out there or people out there that's listening, imagine doing 12 years in prison and you're coming up for parole. You've got 6 months left and you want to get out of the place. You've been doing decent in prison, and then someone like AR comes along. He don't give a shit that you got 6 months left in prison, because he's going to try to move to you. He's going to cause a problem with you. So that should give you a little understanding of what I'm talking about. A long time in prison, someone like AR comes along. He don't care how long you spent in prison, because he's got an issue with you, and he'll still continue that issue no matter if you're trying to keep your head down or not. And that's why I say Nines is trying to make money, but it don't make no difference if Nines is trying to make money. A person like AR don't give a shit that Nines trying to make money. Now, I know it sounds good to internet people out there that Nines might have had a strap, or he might have ran out the car with a strap, but I'm going to tell you guys out there, Nines ain't not had no strap in no car when he got chased down. And no, AR did not have no strap. If it was him, by the way, let me add that part. If it was AR, he never had no strap, because like I said, once again, anybody that knows anything about AR on the road, if he had a strap, he'll let it off, and that's a simple fact. And anybody that wants to tell me different, comment down below and tell me why you're going to tell me different, because I'm telling you a simple fact. If you know anything about AR, you would know if he had it, he would let it off. No matter daylight, night time, morning time, rain time, sun time, snow time, he'll let it off. Now, for the internet, that don't mean Nines wouldn't do the same like AR, but the difference is Nines is trying to get money. Nines is trying to change his life in certain type of ways. Obviously, like he said himself, he's stuck in the hood, he loves the hood, but having a situation with a person like AR and still being in the same hood, that's not a clever move. The whole point of having beefs or street beefs or whatever the fuck the internet want to call it is to outsmart your opponent. That means if you know your opponent is going to dress up, leave his house with the firearm tucked away, it just means you're dealing with a reckless opponent. That's all it means. So that means you need to be extra cautious and extra clever. That's all that means. Now, as for the snitching allegations about Nines, I can't really entertain that, because obviously, like I said, but if you know anything about snitching, you know when a man's snitching and when a man's not snitching. It's just simple as that. So for anybody dissecting whether Nines is snitching, I call that, leave that for the women. Let the women dissect whether he's snitching or not. Anybody with common fucking sense would know the guy is not snitching. But as for AR being in prison, AR self-snitched on himself. For one, AR is at a scene of a crime smashing up a man's car, which I'm actually surprised about. He put himself on Snapchat, Instagram, smashing up a man's car, because like I said, if you know anything about AR on the road, smashing up a man's car ain't on his CV. But when you're doing certain things for the internet, rather than just doing it because you actually on a man or you got a problem with a man, doing it for the internet is always going to make people do things out of character, which I always say to man out there, when you got situations, your phone shouldn't be in your hand. Your phone shouldn't be nowhere near your mouth. It's just simple as that. And someone as AR, what he does and what he's about is a joke. It just goes to show some guys out there ain't going to change no matter what the circumstance, and they're not going to change with the times. The times mean you don't pick up your phone, you don't carry your phone in the scene of a fucking crime. Especially when you actually go out your way to look for a man, you actually carry your phone at the scene of a crime. That goes to show me one thing. These guys don't really want to hurt somebody. They just want to fucking embarrass them, because being embarrassed on the internet nowadays is worse than actually hurting a man. And that's a fact, because you're hurting him 20 different ways rather than just putting your hand on him. And that's what a lot of guys out here want to do for the internet. They want to hurt people emotionally on the internet where other people are laughing at them. But I'm going to let people out there know one thing. People don't really give a shit who's getting hurt, who's losing their life. They only give a shit about the ending. Who's going to win, who's soft, and who's hard. That's all the internet actually cares about. One thing I can tell you, if Nines don't move correct, the streets will either get him or the police will get him. Financially, beefing a man that's fucking not financially on your level is not worth it. But financially, for AR, it's worth it all day, every fucking day in his eyes. Remain Relevant TV. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.